those highlights?
Again, thought they were good, but it was junior highlights because he got injured. So just looked dynamic. Didn't know him personally, good, but we saw him when I showed up. He was already here. So it's really just more about seeing him in the winter workouts and really how mature, how well spoken, how polished he was as a person. So again, it was probably you saw a clip or two, but it was a long time ago. I was just impressed the way he started with the winter workouts, and those are pretty demanding. And for a young kid, he did great. I'd say too, Mike Weber was having a great winter and a great summer. Really was to his hand, and that really I think helped JK come along. Even though you haven't seen Mike play that much, Mike was awesome through spring and winter. We get him back. I'd like to see him pick up where he was. I think that was a huge. I talked to Coach Alfred about that, but I think that was a huge thing for JK.
Coach Myers said, I think on Monday, that when Weber gets back, he's going to be rewarded. What does that mean? Does it go back into the starting lineup?
No, but man, I'm talking about he's going to be rewarded because again, I think I trust with the winter he had, the summer he had going, spring, summer he had going. He's missed a little bit of time. Hopefully he'll get kind of like Marcus Ball. The more Marcus is kind of back now, he's getting stronger. Might take him a little bit back to get his practice volume and game volume up. But he was having an awesome deal to injury. We're going to try to work hard this week to keep bringing him along and hopefully get him in the mix.
Coach, we've heard a lot about the run-pass option and how well that fits JT's strengths, but we've also heard a lot about how Dwayne Haskins needs to be brought along, and he kind of has a different skill set, with a stronger arm, seems to be more of a drop-back passer. How do you differentiate getting JT ready and game planning for his strengths, but also bringing Dwayne Haskins along when he might have a different skill set?
I think the way over time some things offensively have evolved, because I think years ago, if you really had one quarterback that was run-oriented and one quarterback that wasn't, it was like two different offenses. Right now, the difference is you can maybe block the read key and let the throw guy read a linebacker or a safety or a perimeter player. And if you have a running guy, you can maybe have him read the defensive end and be a run threat. So, but the linemen are blocking the same play. So it's really not a new play. There might be a subtle adjustment, and then you play on the kids. And we do it with JT. Right now, JT has run options, he has throw options, and when Dwayne's hitting the other night, Dwayne had a couple run options, even the few plays he had where there's a run choice. So you play to the strength of the guys. If there's, I think a lot of us years ago stumbled into some things. It's not two different offenses, and that really helps left guard, outside receivers. It helps those players bring along. So it's not that big a deal personally. It's just you play what the kid can do.
Kevin, Coach Myers said yesterday, he was going to give a directive, or he gave a directive. I mean, he'd like to see more of the run pass option. Have y'all gotten into something here that you think really fits the personnel? I mean, just what's your feel on that coming out of the Army game and heading into this one?
We didn't really. There wasn't a whole lot of change. It was just emphasis of things that were there. Trying to get a direction on where to get started and get moving. Where again, I felt coming out of preseason, the first couple games, I allowed it to, with all the ideas, to maybe just get watered down and all over the place. We didn't take anything out. I think we just looked at what we thought would be best to attack the structure of Army's defense, and each week it's a different structure, whether it be who you're blocking, it's different stress points, who the issues of who you can and can't block, and the coverage guys and spaces or whatever you're trying to do. So each week you emphasize different things. We just tried to just trim it down, to get a little direction, to get a little confidence in practice, to take that to the game field. We started okay, and we had a couple lulls in the second quarter, a couple calls didn't got us a little bit out of whack, but for the most part, the guys played well, and just the emphasis of just trying to get started with the direction.
Have you seen
stumbling?
Yeah, I didn't mean stumbling. I mean, you had it in the arsenal, so to speak. But is JT well suited to run that a lot? I mean, what's your take on that? Because that's kind of what Coach Myers said. Kind of plays to his strengths.
Well, again, I think he, like a lot of really running guys, can't throw. A lot of throwing guys can't run. I think JT's kind of pretty adequate at both. I mean, there's some guys who are going to be actually more dynamic runners because he was a good running quarterback. There's guys that, like, the bigger guys like Tebow and Cam Newton were bigger, more powerful. You got the real fast guys. I mean, he's a solid, adequate runner. He's a solid, adequate passer. I think you put them both together, and when both things get working, he makes our offense complete. And, I think you can say, hey, a guy has a strong arm, a guy could be a better runner. To me, he's kind of very adequate at both, and when we get both going, I think it's when we're at our best. So.